I walk into a bar with a shotgun. And I go up to the manager and say, got a nice place here. Be a shame if something happened to it. But I tell you what, you give me $50 a week and you'll be okay. Nothing's going to happen to it. Is that fair?
No.
Is that just?
No.
So essentially God's coming down and saying, you know, heck of a life you got there. Be a shame if you had to burn in hell for all eternity, isn't it?
No.
But I tell you what, I got my son here. You believe in him, you'll be all right.
Right.
So that if it wasn't fair for me with the bartender, why isn't it fair with God and Jesus?
Because you're human and he is holy and perfect.
When you're hungry, you gotta eat, right?
Yeah?
Yeah. You understand where I'm coming from?
No. Is this non sequitur hour? Did I miss something?
No, this is like, you know, it's like religion is food, and you can't eat if you're atheist.
I was wondering, do you believe in evolution? Do you believe you came from a monkey?
Do you ever just look up at the sky or anything, or look around you and all the nature and all that kind of thing?
I've looked all over the place, and I have yet to find a God.
How do you breathe every day? How did we come about? How is there some
Muscles
diversity
contract
between
my
humans?
lungs. Go read a book.
What makes you think that God is perfect?
Because he says so.
How do you know what God says?
Because I believe that the Quran is a revelation of God.
Why do you believe the Quran is the revelation of God?
Because it says so.
Goodbye.
It makes sense.
Can I ask you this?
Okay.
Do you think a cat came from a dog?
What proof and evidence do you have that atheism is accurate and correct?
Didn't I answer this in the email to you that your question is nonsensical because atheism doesn't have a burden of proof? It is the rejection of claims that haven't met their burden of proof?
So what proof and evidence do you have that atheism is accurate?
You're done. You're done, John. You're done. I can't explain it. I explained it in email. I explained it here. We are on a shortened scope. There's no way I'm going to waste time explaining things like that.
If there was a God.
If there was a God, he would have hung up on your ass already.
There's textbooks.
Yeah, can you read from the textbook the part that says it's a good idea to be gays and lesbians?
For me, I don't have it with me.
Well, then you are making stuff up.
You're making stuff up. You're bringing stuff up that's completely irrelevant. You've called numerous... You know what? I'm not even bothering to put you on hold.
Yeah, he's coming back.
How do you know this?
He's here.
Really? Where?
With the monkeys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then he's flinging poo.
I wanted to ask, do you bang yourself in the butthole?
There's something you can work at.
Another question is it true that that you bang little boys in the butthole? All right, and do you two like anal sex together?
Man, we're getting all the whack jobs out there this week.
Yep. Where did hell come from?
It's in the Bible. He spoke about it many times. I believe in it. If you don't...
No. Denise, I'm just asking a question. Did God create hell?
Well, actually, God originally created hell for Satan and his demons. We weren't supposed to go there.
Did your God create hell? Yes or no?
She said yes.
Yes.
Okay. Did your God create the rules of the universe, including the criteria by which souls are judged?
Yes.
Does anything happen that doesn't go according to your God's will?
No.
Then your God is ultimately responsible for everything, including the people who he sends to hell.
That is so messed up. I mean...
Yeah, that logic stuff, it's a real pain in the ass, isn't it?
It is messed up, ma'am.
God wants to prove himself personally.
And you know this how?
Because it's in the Bible, and that's how we...
And you know the Bible accurately reflects the opinions of a cosmic universe creator how?
Because it's the only thing we have.
Because it says so?
I know where you're going with this. You're trying to make me look like a circular argument.
No,
right?
you've already done that. We're just asking. He asked, how do you know what God wants? And you referred to the Bible. And then he asked, how do you know that the Bible's reliable? And you said, because it has to be, or because we don't have anything else. Yeah, we do. We have something called reality and investigation and science and testing and all of these wonderful things that we've discovered that actually allow us to filter fact from fantasy, that's what we have. The fact that you're relying, why do you dismiss, for example, the Quran?
Yeah. And I also have reasons to doubt every other point of evolution, or most of them, and they're very sound and logical reasons.
Okay, where's your Nobel Prize?
Where's
not a joke.
I don't need one.
Oh, but I do.
Yes.
Because you're claiming that you have information that would turn all of biological theory on its head.
So this verse, absent any other context, says, hey, there are people who are trying to sway you away from Islam. Don't be friends with them. And if they convert to Islam and then move away, you are to kill them. It doesn't say anything at all about this is self-defense. This is about belief. And if they believed and they stopped believing, you are to take them and slay them.
Okay, and that's like, and that's your interpretation when you.
I'm reading it.
I believe that you guys are going to die one of these days.
So do we.
And the final judgment is going to say whether or not if you live or you die.
Okay, so again, are we back to the threats, believe or burn?
Well, it's not just a threat, it is a fact.
Okay, but again, just like the last call, evidence of facts. Do we have anything to back up your facts? Other than, again, one book.
Are you a patriotic pig?
Goodbye.
So you believe in the Big Bang Theory, huh?
I believe that the Big Bang Theory is the most reliable scientific explanation for origins that we have right now.
You're just a straight idiot.
I've seen you guys show a lot, and I wanted to call in particular today. I see you're live. I've heard you guys go on and on about this, and when it comes to talking about the Bible, you guys are just practically illiterate.
Really?
I've heard what you say, and you guys really don't have any facts at all.
Like what?
Well, just like anything you've ever said today about the Bible, about, you know, anything that you've ever said about it. Besides, you know, what I'd really like to do is someday I'm going to come down there and punch your fat face in for Jesus. That's what I'm going to do.
Really? Do you think that's what Jesus wants you to do? Because
yeah, definitely. He's going to come back and he's just going
to... Does he want me to turn the other cheek when you do that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's going to be real happy.
And at least we figured out who was illiterate.
So you were studying to be a minister?
Yes.
And then now you don't believe in God?
That's correct.
Man, you the devil, man.
The Bible has never been proven wrong.
The Bible what?
Has never been proven wrong to this day.
It also hasn't been proven right.
Jesus is the Son of God. Are you
That's
serious?
what you're saying. That's your belief.
Listen, you're the one that's telling everybody it's okay they can be transgender. That's a mental illness.
Okay, there.
Every picture of Earth is completely fake. NASA admits it. The only real picture of Earth. The only real picture of Earth is from the fake moon landings.
So the moon landings were fake too. Hey, you know how long it takes to discuss this topic? You're wrong.
Now you can hang up.
Yeah, I would like to know, how do you know God isn't real?
Well, have you demonstrated that he is?
Well, I mean, in Romans chapter 1, verse 20, it says...
Captain Kirk said, what does God need with a spaceship?
Yeah.
Quoting the Bible's not going to get you anywhere.
Human.
Quoting,
or an alien.
Quoting the Bible's not going to get...
He was the creation. He wasn't the creator.
Quoting the Bible's not going to get you anywhere because you haven't demonstrated why anybody should consider the Bible to be true or authoritative. What do I care what it says?
Why do you get so offended?
I don't believe in any other gods, but there's other gods that are considered gods, but they're actually false gods.
Okay. How did you determine that yours is the true God and that the other gods are false gods?
Because they're not real. They're actually...
Seriously?
If you're going to say that the Bible has false things, you have to provide what's false.
Sure, Genesis to start with.
Okay.
There was never one man and one woman from which everybody came from.
And how do you know this?
Science.
What? Okay, that's why I'm asking. What does science say?
Sure. Science traces back the origin of the human species to a small population of humans that share an ancestry with all of the other great apes, which share an ancestry with all of the other living things.
Oh, evolution. I see.
Yes. Science.
You know evolution's a theory?
Whatever.
never. Oh, so you can make a banana appear in your hand right this minute?
No, but I can make something that looks like a banana appear in my hand.
See, you're just atheist because y'all want to sin all the time.
That's it. You got it.
Pretty much. I'm a big fan of sin, I have to tell you.
We just decided this whole sin thing, it's for us, so pshaw.
Well, okay. At least you're honest about it. So go and sin. I'm starting to get hungry talking about bananas. Bye.
Bye.
Woo! That was a fun one.
I love it. Go and sin some more.
So you're real heavy into reason. I can hear that in the way you speak.
Sure.
You guys are kind of like intellectuals, and so you have to be convinced in your minds, is what I'm hearing.
Right. Where else would you be convinced?
You know, there are those who would say they are convinced within their hearts, within their
My
spirit.
heart does no thinking. It pumps blood.
Well, you know, your heart might just pump blood now that I'm thinking about it.
And your heart does more?
I definitely feel in my human experience something in my chest area that...
You should maybe see a doctor.
Listen, man, I got a bone to pick with y'all.
With both of us or all?
Have you ever seen a monkey up close?
Have we ever seen a monkey up close?
Like an orangutan. You telling me, a highly evolved being, you telling that monkey crawled out of some kind of lake of fire, and all of a sudden now I'm